Grab your anti-burst ball, coming to lie supine, placing it under your tailbone by elevating your pelvis. Take your pointer fingers to the bony protrusions of your hips. Guide your pelvis towards the bottom of the mat or towards your feet, arching your back over the ball. Inhale. Exhale, tip it back to neutral, somewhere between arching and rounding the pelvis. Again, inhale, tipping the pelvis down towards the heels and the bottom of the mat. And exhale, back to neutral. Keep that going. Inhale, tip it down. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. And bring it back to neutral. 2 more times like that. Inhale, arching over the ball with the abs bracing. Exhale, neutral. Again, inhale, arching. And exhale, neutral. From here, we'll do some circles around, clockwise only for the first minute. So we're going to take it around, trying to hit each number on the clock with neutral pelvis, not rounding the pelvis under, but neutral pelvis being 12 o'clock. And then we'll go to our left, to 1 o'clock, to 2 o'clock. And once we get to 3 o'clock, we should have our pelvis tipping all the way to the left. And then we'll continue to move it. And I like to imagine a marble rolling once I get to 6 o'clock from my belly button all the way to the groin area. And then by the time you get all the way around to 12 o'clock, that marble has rolled right back into your belly button from your groin. So visualize this clock, slow or quick circles, whatever feels best on your back with the abs engaged. Waking up that tight low back due to all that pelvic flexion that's prominent in your posture. Go ahead and switch the direction of those circles, going counterclockwise again, taking your time with the abs engaged, the lift of the pelvic floor. When you reach 9 o'clock, your hips should be all the way to the right. And when you get all the way down to 6 o'clock, you're in full extension, creating a big arch in the spine that's supported by the lift of your lower abdominals. Keep that going. Deep inhales and exhales. Take your time. No need to rush, just working through that tightness. Hearing your breath. Inhale. Bracing the abs and exhale. Again, inhale. Bracing the abs, tugging in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee, and exhale. Now, if having the ball under your pelvis starts to create any aching in the low back, if you're not really able to keep the abs engaged, you can always come off the ball. But we're going to grab a red Theraband. You may need to come off your ball to do this. 2 options. I'll show you the first. Place the ball behind the head. Take the red Theraband around the arch of your dominant or tighter leg, bringing the leg into the air and sliding the other leg out long, or keeping the knee bent and keeping the foot on the ground. Whatever allows you neutral pelvis. Remember, that's somewhere between flattening the back into the floor and arching the back deeply. Now, if this feels great, stay here. If you want some elevation of the pelvis, you can place that ball back under the sacrum and keep the foot down and the dominant leg up, and you can do it from this position. But if this causes any strain in the low back, I'd prefer you to be on the floor with a little more control and stability. Keep lifting up on the abdominals. This is level 4, deep flexibility for flat back posture. Each posture is held for 3 minutes. If at any time you've had enough, just know that you can always come to a restorative position, taking the ball out if it's under the sacrum, bringing the hands to the belly, and just connecting with your breath. That's always an option. But for now, we really need to focus on the backs of the legs and how tight they are, because it's pulling you forward into that lean. And it's not allowing you to recruit the front of the legs for a more balanced posture. So dorsiflex your foot deeply here. And if holding the pose bothers your joints, you can bend the knee and straighten. Bending and straightening, keeping it active. So exhale to bend, inhale to straighten, And keep checking in with your pelvis. Is it starting to round under? Are you able to neutralize it? Fight for that neutral pelvis. Fight for the lift of the lower abdominals, in and up like you're stopping your stream of pee. Keep a soft sternum. Allow the front ribs to melt towards the back ribs and the back ribs to actively press into the floor. Widen the collarbone, plugging the shoulders down the back. Hear your breath. Long inhales and long exhales. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 15 seconds left. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, slowly bending the knee. If you have the ball underneath you, you can keep it underneath you. Or if you did this one on solid ground, you can do the next one with the ball under you. Option to change it up or keep it exactly the same as you did on the first side. Go ahead and set up on your second side, bringing the arch of the foot, the band around it, dorsiflexing those toes towards the face. Watch out for locking the knees. So even though we're fighting for a straight leg, we don't want to go into any bow-leggedness if you have that hyperextension in your legs. So keep a little micro bend. And now check in with your pelvis. Have you rounded it under? Can you tip it forward, creating that little mouse hole between the low back and the floor if you're not on the ball? Or if you're on the ball, just allowing your pelvis to drop over it that much more. Using your breath, inhale. Bracing your abs and exhale. Continue with that, inhale. Belly in, tug up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Let's breathe together. Option to bend the leg on your exhales, bending at the knee, straightening on the inhale without locking out in the knee. So I don't want to see you straighten and then that knee locks. So dorsiflex the foot. And here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Option to bend the knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, straightening. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, bending or keeping it still, whatever feels best. Inhale, feel your pelvis reaching down towards the bottom of the mat. Exhale, feel your belly pulling in and an internal lift of the muscles that stop your stream of pee, engaging that deep abdominal layer, the transverse abdominis, pressing the back ribs actively into the floor, turning off the front body, including your pecs, your chest muscles, the front of the shoulders. Lift your chin up a little bit more. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Let's get back to that 5 count breathing. Just 30 seconds left. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dorsiflex that foot. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang in there. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. You've got this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Let's inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, if the ball is under your pelvis, go ahead and send your hips up and slide that ball out. If not, you're good. Just set that red Theraband to the side. You may need that ball or a pillow, bolster, or yoga block. We're going to do a supine single leg twist. Now, if at any time this becomes too much, I'm just going to show you. You can come onto all fours, knees under hips, wrist under shoulders, and begin your cat and cow. Let's hug our dominant or stronger leg in, taking it across the body, placing the knee on the bolster, the ball, a pillow, yoga block, whatever you have. Opening the arms to a T, keeping the elbows soft, wrist below the shoulders, turning the head away from the twist, and just breathing here. Fight for your pelvis to stay in subtle extension, so a little bit of an arch. Don't round it under. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Keep tugging in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee on every exhale. Inhale, expanding the side body and back. Exhale, bracing the abs even tighter and tugging in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Keep going with that. Inhale and exhale. Here we go. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Expanding. 2, 3, 4, 5. Contracting the low belly by lifting up on the pelvic floor. Inhale, expanding the side body and back. Belly bracing. Tug internally up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee, sustaining it for the duration of the exhale. And inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that going. Same side. Stay on it. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Soften your facial muscles. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Now, we have 1 minute left on this side. If you need to move into cat and cow because you've had enough of the twist, make sure you move out slowly, bracing your abs. If you can stay for another minute, let's stay. Increasing that stretch in the lumbar area as you extend your pelvis back and brace your abs to support the twist. Keep breathing. Plug the shoulders down. Make sure you're not locking out in your elbows. And again, inhale. You can point your toes. Actually, let's flex the feet. Actively dorsiflexing the feet. That would be better for your posture. Keep breathing here. Final breaths together on the side. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3. If you're doing cat and cow, make sure your inhale is your cow pose. And I'll flip over to show you real fast. And your exhale is your rounded pose, your angry cat pose. Inhale is your cow pose. Exhale, your abs are braced for angry cat. From here, wherever you are, let's take it to the other side for the supine twist, bringing our non-dominant or not as tight leg towards our body, taking it across the body onto the pillow, bolster, block, anti-burst ball, or floor if it reaches. Watching out for the pelvis rounding under, tipping the pelvis back, finding that lumbar extension. That's important. Plug your shoulders down. Chin is lifted. Gaze is soft. We're breathing here. Inhale, expanding the side body and back. Widening the collarbone. Keeping your chin up. Gaze is soft. You're doing wonderful work. How firm can you keep that belly? How actively can you lift up on each exhale and sustain it for the duration on those internal muscles that stop your stream of pee? Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're doing great. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, plug the shoulders down. Lift in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, brace those abs. Tug up on the internal muscles that stop your stream of pee. You have 1 minute left. If you can stay here, breathing into the stretch, maintaining a neutral pelvis, not rounding the pelvis under. If you've had enough, make sure you brace your abs as you come out of it and make your way onto all fours, remembering that cow pose is that position where the chest and chin and the tailbone are up and you're arching. And that's your inhale. And angry cat is the rounded spine. So I'll demo, but you don't need to come out of the twist if it feels nice. You can stay in it. Be where you want to be right now. Keep breathing. Another 20 seconds where you are with your belly in, breathing into the back and side body, expanding like an opera singer, keeping the shoulders plugged down, chin lifted, gaze soft, jaw relaxed, eyes relaxed in the sockets. From here, let's all grab our red loop band. Brace your abs if you're coming out of the twist. We're going to come to lie supine, and if your outer hip is pretty tight, you're probably going to want the ball under the head. It looks like this. And we'll take the red band around our non-dominant, not as tight leg's thigh. So taking it around it, we can use this, bringing our forearm into it as leverage so that we don't have to actually grab the hamstring. Crossing our dominant, tighter leg over the non-dominant leg's thigh, flexing both feet's toes, or both of your feet's toes, up, dorsiflexing. And now you have one arm that is, the forearm is in the loop band, pulling the legs towards you. The other hand needs to press into the inner thigh and push it away from you. So watch out. This is an easy pose to get extreme pelvic flexion going on. So that means rounding in the low back. We want to have the abs in and initiate a tip of the pelvis down towards the bottom of the mat, keeping that mouse hold between the low back and the floor. This is what's going to keep our low back safe. As you're working here, the goal is to open that outer hip, to open the hip of the lifted leg. So use that hand that's pressing into the thigh to open it and keep pulling in towards your body with a forearm that has the band for your bottom leg. Keep rechecking that you're dorsiflexing your feet, that you're not relaxing them or pointing them. And make sure the ankle is crossed over the thigh, not over the knee, because we don't want to put pressure on the knee. Now, what's happening with your shoulders? Are they elevated? Can you plug them down towards your bottom of your mat, towards the bottom of your mat? Can you soften the breastbone, sternum, and front ribs towards the back body and press your back ribs and shoulder blades into the floor? Keep that going. Keep breathing. Gaze is soft. Chin is lifted. Jaw is relaxed. Tongue is relaxed. Eyes in the sockets are relaxed. We tend to tense up unnecessary muscles when we're stretching. Let's try to not do that. Now, I'm going to show you a variation. If this has become too much and you need to come out of it, you can come and do this standing. Same stretch, hands on the wall. And do the same side because we have 1 minute remaining. I'm showing you this variation, but you stay in your figure 4 on the floor if it feels good. The standing version is nice because it also allows you to strengthen the outer hip at the same time. But with flat back posture, we don't need a tremendous amount of strength. We have pretty decent strength in the glute med area. So this is just if you want some movement into it and you want to switch it up. Got another 30 seconds here, so be on the floor if that's working out for you. Or if you're standing, you're sitting back into it. Let your inner thigh pull you back into the posture. Dorsiflex the foot that's lifted. And remember, we should be on the same side because we're going to switch in another 10 seconds for our full 3 minutes on the non-dominant side. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move to the other side. Let's start on the floor as we did for the first side with the red loop band now around your dominant tighter leg, the non-dominant shin crossing, ankle crossing over the dominant leg's thigh, feet are dorsiflexed, ball is under the head. And now you don't have to have the ball under the head. If it aggravates the neck, you can have your head on the floor as long as you're not straining the neck. Neutralize your pelvis. Always when you pull that leg towards you for the first time, watch out for really pulling and rounding in the back because we don't want to exacerbate any back issues you may have. So pull the belly in, tip the tailbone down towards the bottom of the mat. Make sure with the hand, the forearm that isn't in the loop band, take that other hand right under your low back and make sure there's some space. Don't lose that space. And then you can take that free hand to the inside of the inner thigh and push it open and away from you as the forearm pulls the legs towards you. So you have this opposite push-pull happening. And as you're doing that, you're thinking about your back ribs really imprinting so that we can really relax the front ribs and the chest and the front of the shoulders. So even the back of the shoulders pressing into the floor. Where's the pelvis? Do you still have that little mouse hole between the low back and the floor? Keep checking in with that. That's going to keep your back safe. Really important thing for you to constantly be aware of. Are you pushing your belly out? Can you breathe laterally? Expanding your side body, keeping the belly tight in towards the spine, and internally lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee, forcing the air out the mouth as if you're fogging a mirror, sustaining that lift of the pelvic floor. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, always the option to go up and do the standing version for this final minute. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. But stay in this if you can. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check your pelvic position, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're standing, the exhale, the inner thighs pull you back. You can hold the pose for as long as you can tolerate it, as long as you're not feeling knee or joint pain. And then you can come out of it and reinitiate and go back into it. But we only have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving on to our next exercise. We're going to be foam rolling. We're going to be foam rolling our calves. So I'm going to give you 2 variations. If you have sensitive knees, you can always just sit with your legs extended out and roll into the calves with a trigger ball. Now, if you don't have a lacrosse ball, tennis ball, or some type of ball for myofascial release, you can use your foam roller. Do one leg at a time. Start with your tighter dominant leg, rolling into the tissue of the calf. Probably the outer part of the calf may be more tender than the inner part of the calf, so play around with that. Now, if you don't have sensitive knees, you can grab a Theraband. Let's take our blue Theraband. We'll put the ball in the center and we'll tie a knot so that it holds the ball. Then we'll place the ball under our calf with our toes tucked, and we'll go ahead and sit back on that ball. And we've reached the Theraband through the legs so that we have leverage, so we don't lose the ball as frequently. It's pretty much what it's for. And then we can move back and forth, getting into that fascia. This can be intense because the calves are posturally tight. Remember what I said about the outer part of the calf, lateral part of the calf section that's farther away from the midline of your body. That's going to be a little more tender. So keep digging into that fascia. Now, if at any point your knees start to bother you, you can come into the seated position. If your arms start to bother you, you can lay down and you can still have that ball under your calf and move the leg back and forth, rolling it out. So you can do it lying, you can do it seated, you can do it on your knees. Lots of variations here. So go with whatever feels best on your body right now. Remember, we're staying on our dominant leg for a full 3 minutes. You only have 1.5 minutes remaining on this side. So I want you to really dig in. I like to do circular motions. I like to walk back and forth. Or if I'm sitting back, I like to really dig in. Remember here to not push the belly out, to keep the belly in, to keep that lateral breathing going and that lift of the lower pelvic floor. Soften your facial muscles, soften your jaw, put the tension in the tummy. Here we go. Let's breathe together for the final minute. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract the abs and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, expanding the side body and back, belly's in. Lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee as you fog a mirror. We inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. We inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Wherever you are, switch that ball. So we've got our knee version where we place the ball and thread the Theraband through so we have leverage and we sit back, toes are tucked under, dorsiflexed, or we have our seated version where we can elevate our pelvis with our hands, walking forward and back, getting into the fascia. Remember this. This can be done on a ball. You can't do the version on your knees with the foam roller, but if you had a half roller, which is a roller that's cut in half, not lengthwise, but widthwise cut in half, you can do it. You'll sit on the flat part and you'll have the rounded part right under the calf, and you can teeter-totter side to side, and you can focus on one side at a time. So I can show you this if you happen to have a full-length roller that's been cut in half, or even a half roller that's been cut in half. And we can breathe into that. And then there's always the variation where you lie on your back. So you lie all the way down on the back. Breathe into that. Inhaling. Bracing your abs and exhaling. Keep breathing into it. Inhale. Belly is firm. You're bracing and you exhale. And you can always play around with different variations. You don't have to stay with one the whole time. So you have the one on the knees, you have the one seated, you have the one lying down. Do what feels best. If you're doing the seated and you're lifting your pelvis, watch out for rounding the low back. It's easy to do. You got to use your abs. You got to tip your pelvis back to whatever's behind you, finding that neutral position, lifting up through the muscles with the muscles that stop your stream of pee, keeping your shoulders plugged down. Imagine my hands hovering from your shoulder blades and puff the back ribs towards my hands. Final minute together for this calf. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Inhale, 2. Keep your pelvis neutral. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, expand the side body. Belly in, contract. 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 seconds remaining. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang in there. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expand. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Belly in, contract, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're almost there. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, we'll make our way up to standing. Bringing our hands to a wall, facing the wall, feet hip distance apart. Start by stepping your dominant leg back. Step the dominant leg back into a deep lunge. Make sure you don't lock out the back leg's knee. Micro bend, deep bend in the front leg's knee. Press the pelvis forward. Lift your chin and chest up. Belly firm. Hold it here. Breathing into this stretch. Very important stretch for flat back posture. Don't lock out the back knee. Don't round your pelvis. Drive the pelvis forward. Bracing the abs. Keeping the pelvis neutral. Imagine my hands on your shoulder blades. Puff the back ribs towards my hands. Widen your collarbone. Plug your shoulders down. Chin is up. Keep breathing. 20 more seconds here. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching sides. Stepping the other leg back, pressing the pelvis forward, lifting the chin and chest, pulling the abdomen in, widening your collarbone, using your breath here. Deep inhales, long exhales. Good. Breathing in, bracing the abs and exhaling. Good. Another 30 seconds with the pelvis driving forward, the lower pelvic floor muscles lifting in and up. Collarbone is wide, shoulders are plugged down, chin is lifted, gaze is soft. 20 seconds. Let's breathe together. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, drive that pelvis forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, stepping forward. Step your first leg back. This time, internally rotate the leg in the hip socket. Pressing the pelvis forward, lifting the lower abdominals in and up, holding it forward, hold it here. So same stretch, except now the target is the outer calf. So the whole leg, not the foot, but the whole leg is turned in towards the center line of your body. Your low abs are pulled in and up, and we're breathing here. Inhaling, bracing the abs and exhaling. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2. Chin up. Shoulders down. Low belly firm, Kegel. So, or a lift to the pelvic floor, depending on your sex. So you just make sure whatever you're doing is you're conditioning the lower abdominal wall by tugging in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. For women, we can think of Kegels. For men, we can just think of that internal lift. Okay, let's all step forward. We'll set up on the second side, starting parallel, then internally rotating the leg in the hip socket, keeping the chest and chin up. Don't pitch your torso forward. Low belly firm, shoulders rolling down the back, chin lifted, gaze soft. We will inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, drive the pelvis forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 15 seconds more. Keep the gaze up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and grab your red loop band and bring it above your elbows. It'll look like this. Make your way onto all fours, hands and knees. Arch your back and find your cow pose. So you're pushing down into the hands and pulling out like you're trying to break this band in half. From here, with our cow pose, extension in the lower body and upper body, abs in towards the spine, we're going to tuck our toes and send our hips up into downward facing dog. We're going to actively push our forehead into the band to engage our neck flexors, which are underactive. We're going to inhale as we push the forehead into the loop band and tip our tailbone up. We're going to exhale as we pedal our heels. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause the pedaling. Inhale, push the head into the band, tip the tailbone up, neutral pelvis. Exhale, pedal the heels. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale, forehead, neutral pelvis. Exhale and pedal. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that going. Inhale. Brace your abs. Exhale. And pedal. 2, 3, 4. Keep that going. Now, if at any time this becomes too much, you keep that going if you can. Come down into cat and cow and just give me cow pose, holding it for 5 breaths and then rounding into cat, exhaling the air out and coming right back into cow pose for 5 breaths. So that's the alternative variation. But if you can keep with your down dog, with your neutral pelvis, your neck flexor work for another 20 seconds, that would be ideal. Keep breathing. So we inhale, forehead presses in, tailbones up. We exhale, we pedal. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, forehead presses into the band, tailbone lifts. Exhale, we pedal the heels. 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Lowering down onto the knees, grabbing our foam roller and our small anti-burst ball. We're going to stand on our knees on the roller, but I'm going to turn so my back is to you. My toes are tucked under. The ball goes between my inner thighs. My hands go right by my butt cheeks. I'm going to do some shoulder blade retractions in and then release them. So I'm going to squeeze in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, squeeze in, 2, 3. Shoulder blades come in towards one another. Inhale, I release that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, I squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the abs in. Make sure your pelvis is neutral. And then I bring them apart. Now, if this hurts your knees, you can always come up to standing with the ball between your inner thighs and do this standing. But if you can do it on the roller, you're not only working your shoulder blade anchor, opening up the front of the shoulders, but also engaging the transverse abdominis and the internal obliques. So again, squeezing in on our exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, releasing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, we squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you retract those shoulder blades, you can also squeeze in on that ball. Make sure you're not just on your knees and with the shins in the air. The toes are tucked under. Your pelvis isn't rounding under. You're tipping it back, finding that neutral pelvis, lifting in and up on those muscles that stop your stream of pee. Stay engaged. Let's get back with our breath together for our final few sets. We inhale to prepare. 2, 3, 4, 5. We exhale to squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, release. Pelvis pulls down towards the roller. Exhale, we squeeze the shoulder blades together. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's set the ball to the side and the foam roller if you were on it, and come up to stand by a wall. Moving into a Peck major stretch, bringing our dominant arm or a tighter arm to the wall, twisting away from it. Soft micro bend in the elbow of the arm on the wall. Deep bend in the knees. Chin lifted. Gaze soft. Hold for 3 breaths. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Bring the arm into a cactus position. Same arm. You may need to lean forward a little bit to feel this one. Twisting away from it, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Bring that same arm to a high V. Make sure you're not locking out in the elbow. Prepare by plugging the shoulders down, neutralizing your pelvis. Twisting away from that arm, soft bend in the elbow. Inhale 1, breathe. Gaze higher than eye level. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Turning back to face the wall. Bringing your non-dominant arm to a T with a micro bend in the elbow. Twisting away from that. Holding it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Don't lock out on the elbow. Inhale 3. Chin up. Gaze higher than eye level. Exhale 3. Arm to cactus. You may need to step away from the wall more. Lean forward for this twist. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. And bringing the arm up to a high V. Micro bend in the elbow. You may have to step closer to the wall for this, leaning forward slightly, twisting away, soft bend in the knees, neutral pelvis, chin up, gaze higher than eye level. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Turn to face the wall. Turn back to face me. Roll the shoulders back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soft bend in the knees. Roll the elbows back, holding on to the shoulders for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take a cactus wall imprint. I'm going to show you what that looks like. You're going to hold for at least a minute. If you can hold for the final 3 minutes, great. If not, I'll show you an upper back release. So coming into our imprint, bringing our back against the wall, arms into cactus. Keep the chin up. Always keep that gaze higher than eye level. Soft bend in the knees. Don't lock out in the knees. If you notice you're leaning away from the wall, this is a chance to really work on shifting that weight back, allowing the upper back, mid-back, head, tailbone to completely imprint into the wall. Soften your breastbone, sternum, front ribs towards the back ribs. Actively press the back ribs and shoulder blades into the wall. Is the belly pushing out? Can you pull it in? Can you lift in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee? Inhaling laterally. So inhaling into the side body and upper back, plugging the shoulders down, bracing your abs, and exhaling the air out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang in there. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, find that imprint. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, pelvis lengthens towards the floor. Belly braces in. You lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Okay, option to stay here. Keep working on the imprint. Keep fighting for it. Or you can take your arms into eagle and keeping the tailbone attached to the wall. You may have to walk your feet forward a little bit. You can round just your upper back, not your lower back. I want you to keep a neutral pelvis with the tailbone heavy against the wall forward and move the elbows away from the chest and towards the chest. Away from the chest and towards the chest. 3 times, and then you'll round up. You'll switch the elbow that's underneath. You'll round back down, and you'll move the elbows away and in. So you are either still holding that wall cactus, or you're following me for our serratus eagle fold to open up our shoulder blade anchor. 1 more of those. Good. We'll end with our cactus imprint. So stay in the imprint. Find it. Mid-back, upper back, tailbone, head connected. Hold it here. 3 more breaths. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, imprint deeper. Inhale, 2. Exhale, fight for that imprint. Inhale, 3. Exhale, step away from the wall. Interlace your hands behind the nape of the neck. Tuck the chin to the chest. Soft bend in the knees. Option to turn your head down on the diagonal to the right or left, wherever it feels like you get a better stretch. 6 breaths here. Inhale, 1. Keep your knees soft and your pelvis neutral. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Inhale, 6. Exhale, 6. Releasing the arms, floating the head up, rolling the shoulders back, softening your gaze. Wonderful work.